just new resolve. Probably wants to deliver on the results that would be expected of somebody that 2-0 Hungry Box and make it all the way to Grands.
Well, I think he unlocked a really good bracket for himself. I think Falcon is pretty much the best character that she can draw. I think this matchup is 60-40 at least. I think it could be 65-35, but I'd probably go with 6-4. She can just shut down Falcon's game plan so hard with her crouch because it goes under all of his aerials except for the slower ones. And at that point, you can react to like an approaching stomp with her exceptional tilts. Forward tilt, up tilt, both come out on frame 5. They can lead into a grab. And then the 0 to death is pretty easy on Captain Falcon because he doesn't have a wake up. You can just down throw him 10 times. Horizontal throw him off the stage, and the edge guard is free. And I know that none agrees with me on this. He thinks Sheik is Captain Falcon's worst matchup.
Yeah, I could definitely get behind that. As a Sheik player, I love running into a Falcon for sure. But it actually looks like we're going to have Bobby and Ginger play first, even though that's the bottom half of the bracket. So we get that Falco Ditto, the legendary rare Falco Ditto here. 2 legendary birds, I guess. A rare sight nowadays. Yeah,
that sounds good too. And this will be an interesting one because I think these two Falco players, they're polar opposites of each other. You know, Bobby Big Balls is pretty nutty. I'm more of a fan of his style, honestly, because that's why Mango's Falco sees success, is he's so good at forcing mistakes because he puts so much pressure on you. And if you're not consistently acting out a shield frame perfectly to contest that pressure, then Falco will eventually open you up. Whereas Ginger's Falco is much more defensive from what I've seen, more of a net play Falco. If you know, you could actually put it that way, quite literally, he is one. He was pretty much born and raised on net play. So I think we're going to be watching like the definitive battle of offense versus defense.
Yeah, Bobby's style certainly matching his tag, that's for sure. All right, good start for him as well.
Yeah.
Closing it out with back air.
High octane start, and Bobby's a very technical, oppressive player. Jigglypuff, I mean,
high octane jigs, man.
I think, dude, I've been traumatized or something. I don't know. I meant to say Ginger is going to have to execute. He's going to have to really be on his toes to keep up.
Some clean Shine Waveland combos from Ginger, though, capitalizing off the recovery, and now he's put himself up in terms of life here, but of course there's a lot more that matters. Bobby getting back, now it's his turn to respond. Ooh, the fair. That laser hit, though.
Man, and you know what, Max? I love this stage in Falco Dittos because it feels like with the platforms so close to each other, these Shine Waveland bound follow-ups are just so clean. Like, Falco's pretty much able to execute like his most clean and diverse combo game.
Yeah, for sure. Create a combo is definitely the name of the game here. And Ginger, I really like the trees that he goes for.
Oh, that's a great flip up. Yeah. Falco has such a strong slide-off game because not only can he offer things like that back air, but at low percents he can do a slide-off shine. And the slide-off shine is way better than like Fox's slide-off shine because it's sending you vertically. You know, if Fox is a slide-off shine, then you're just going to go horizontally downward and you'll reset to neutral. But if Falco slide-off shines you, it can be devastating.
Oh, Bobby chasing him down to the corner with the approaching laser, but Ginger finds a way out. Very clean on defense so far.
Both players looking for a shield drop shine. That's the Falco classic. Shield drop notch is really unlocked. One of Falco's best options in the form of shield drop shine because he wants to circumvent that 5-frame jump spot whenever he can. Oh, I think Ginger's gonna die here most likely. Oh no!
Oh,
and
wow,
we're not gonna see a homie stock this late into the tournament. No way.
Oh hell no! There's some big money on the line, man.
Yeah, but man, he dropped a big opportunity there.
All right, it's the Nair tech chase on the platform, and we're pretty much back to even. That little bit of percent on Bobby's gonna matter for sure, though, for getting sent to tumble, getting popped up, ASDI down, not working.
Yeah, look, he right away goes for the same slide-off setup, but Ginger knows his own character all too well. Because if you know how to maneuver around that ledge shield setup, then it can basically be made pretty useless.
Good recognition by Bobby to throw side B in. If he got forced into Firebird, he almost certainly would not have survived that exchange. And he's not going to anyway. The snipe just gives Ginger enough time to hog the ledge. We're going into a game 2 with Ginger taking the first one.
Yeah, the moment Ginger hit that laser, there was actually one way for Bobby to survive. He should have SDI'd the laser up, That's something that you want to do against the offstage Falco laser in a lot of spots, because if Bobby could have still done a side B, then he would have had hope. But the moment Bobby has to do an up B, the charge is going to take way too long. Ginger's going to be able to get himself onto the ledge, and from there, it's just a roll up and go into game 2.
Yeah, those offstage lasers, man, like you pointed out in the Fox matchup, so important to just snuff out the at or above sea level recoveries from the spacies, and just see it in action right there. Ginger making great use of it.
Yeah, Falco's edge guarding game is just exceptional on Fox and Falco, because he can just easily reduce your elevation to below the stage, at which point he knows he's dealing with an upwards up B. Now right off the bat, Bobby with another big opening here. Let's see if he can keep his lead this time. And he missed a lot of shield drops. Shines right there, but he eventually gets one.
Well, looking for the roll out, maybe smelling some fear from Ginger, but he just wants to force his way in, stay close to the center. I like the wave dash back, but Ginger not biting and actually turning the situation on its head.
Yeah, it feels like earlier into the tournament, so many players were getting hit with like hard reads on roll, but it's good to see that now that we're in like this top 8 stage, these guys are aware that that's pretty much a classic way to open up your opponent in melee, so they're responding to it more appropriately.
I feel like Bobby had the right idea there. He forced the downward up B. I think he just down smashed too late. Yeah.
Yep, he did.
Shield drop fair. Oh, okay, and the shot shield actually going to tie the stock up for Bobby.
Yeah, that'll be death. It's a bit of a mistake for Ginger to keep drifting in that back air after it hits Bobby's shield, because that will go straight to a shine out of shield, whereas he could have just faded the back air away and walked away scot-free, but he kind of handed Bobby that punish.
Right, crouch cancel shine, though, going to get the opening for Ginger.
Yeah, see? Multiple lasers, put him below the stage, and from there, there's no way you miss the rest of it.
Yeah, especially against Falco, who doesn't even have the burn.
Yeah, because they literally, Sakurai just forgot.
You think that's what it is? I do too.
I can't imagine that was an intentional weakness they gave Falco. Like, I think they just forgot.
Yeah, because like in Brawl Forward, he has it. And,
yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Like the other weaknesses make sense, but it's like why would his up B not set the opponent on fire?
Yeah, why even put that there? Like, it does do 2 more damage than Firefox though, so maybe that's their like weird clone balancing thing.
That trade-off is not worth it at all.
No,
because nicking people with the fire can save your life in a lot of scenarios.
Bobby going for get-up attack. Wow, if he tech chased with side B and got something off it, he would have been a god.
And Bobby really needs this one, because I think with the way things are going, it's he's going to lose this set if he goes down 2-0. So, man. Ginger's edge guarding game has been crisp this game. This is exactly what I wanted to see from him earlier in the tournament when he was facing off against multiple Fox players, and he didn't opt for the multiple lasers into jab and then the easy down air to close out the stock. He's done it multiple times to Bobby though.
Yeah, I feel like Ginger's been using a good mix of like the easy options and the hard options to close these stocks out off stage, showing a good degree of being able to dumb it down when he needs to, and also having that peak crazy edge guard game ready for him.
Yeah. No, F smash, I'm really shocked there. Although, that's just gonna go right into an easy down air.
All right, Bobby on the ledge, just gonna roll to center, but Ginger waiting for him on the top platform as he tries to chase. Bobby knows he's got to initiate right now.
Yeah, and Bobby doesn't want to risk it all on a downwards up B, but sometimes you have to, I think players become a little too obvious in the way that they're going to do things like recover, stall out their opponent's invincibility whenever it's the last stock. Typically, you won't see them go for ledge dashes. You won't see them up B downward to the ledge. On the other hand, I personally love to go for those options because it feels like people are expecting you not to go for them because of nerves.
Right. It's like, this is when he's going to bust out his mix-up, right? Like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the bad option beats the best option. So, Bobby, back to the wall now. Down 0-2 against a player who's, favored to win in terms of global rankings. But the flow of the games has been pretty equal between these guys. Just Ginger's edging them out in some certain really important situations.
Yeah, absolutely. It's mostly like a mechanical difference. It's not really much of a macro difference. I feel like both their strategies are fine. it just feels like Ginger has closed out multiple edge guards. Ginger has been able to set up laser pressure better than Bobby. Like he's had the first shot out on the laser in multiple spots, and that's gonna transition into lasers 2 and 3 and whatnot. Also, having the edge. Basically, the laser war is very real in this matchup.
Very important that get-up attack sent him in that direction.
It always will from that position. It's actually a classic to use a get-up attack to edge guard bots in Falco like that. Because if you know that they're if you know they're barely not going to make it, it'll always send them in reverse.
Okay, Bobby looking pretty strong here on this second stock, but not finishing his plate, and that just gives Ginger another really big chance. He's aware of all the slide off platforms with the bounce after down air, and still able to cover it and follow up.
Yeah, I really like the waveland that Ginger did onto the side platform. He basically read that Bobby would do a lunging nair into the corner, and by doing that waveland, Bobby ended up cornering himself, and that kind of transitioned into Ginger winning out on that stock that we just saw.
Oh, the point-blank lasers right in his face. Bobby probably expecting Ginger to try to make some kind of forward movement out of the corner, and he didn't care. He was just standing his ground.
Yeah, it was a little surprising to see him just outright crouch cancel those lasers. You're not going to gain anything out of doing that. It almost seemed like Bobby was a little tilted, because that's a pretty uncharacteristic thing to see in a Falco ditto. Oh, I thought the third laser was coming out. He pretty much had him in the vortex, the vortex that we've seen Ginger put Bobby in so many times in this set whenever he has him on stage.
Get that early drill on shield, and that just means Ginger gets a punish for it. Okay, Shine Wave lands. Not ready for the short, no.
Ooh, he missed a point blank back here. He gets the next one, though.
Just barely out of range for that laser, but it didn't matter.
Once Falco commits to that up B, he's pretty much screwed. It's just really easy to ledge hop back air him, because you know that his travel paths are limited at that point. Nice late. Wait. Oh no, dude. Okay. I mean, the set should have been over, but here we are.
Yeah, we saw this in the IBDW set earlier in pools.
Right.
With much less of a lead than Ginger has right here, or rather than IBDW had in that set. Oh, no double dip though.
Yeah, Ginger has the laser pressure set up on Bobby's shield, and Bobby is struggling to reestablish an even neutral game position. That side B might have been the mistake that Bobby needed. Actually, no. Yeah, he's still struggling. Ginger really has him on the run. Okay, that was a good back air out of the corner. Another great back air.
Yeah. Whoa! Excellent pressure here from Bobby, but no, this could be everything. And he throws it away on his own, missing the angle on the up B, but I'm pretty sure he was screwed either way.
All he had to do was run off the platform and down air, but he went for a lunging down air, and that was quite overshot. Ginger was actually right where Bobby needed him to be for a walk-off down air to hit, and Bobby just missed, unfortunately. Like I said, mechanical differences, man, were the difference in that set that we just lost.
Yeah, Ginger just looking a little bit cleaner at every turn. 3 last stock finishes, though. I mean, that was certainly within reach for Bobby, but falling short a little bit in the clutch, and we'll get to see that again, courtesy of the Red Bull replay. Let's run it. Oh, the cross-stage shine dare, just, following the DI immaculately. Oh, and such an unfortunate... Was that ACB pushing him off there, or did he just actually drift wrong?
Man, I wish I could see it again, because I actually it went by too quickly. But I will say that it really felt like that was a turning point in the set, because Bobby had really good momentum up until he threw that third stock away in the first game.
Yeah, and still managed to keep it really tight for the whole time. But on Ginger, you could just see, in the edge guard game especially, oh man, didn't even need to do all that. I mean, but good for him scouting that shine out of the up B.
Yeah, momentum is just so insane in this matchup in particular. Falco, he's a really emotional character. I think the way Bobby plays him especially, the more aggressive your Falco is, the more you want to be loose and free form. And it feels like ever since he lost his momentum, like towards the end of game one, Ginger just kept Bobby in pressure strings endlessly. He had laser pressure always set up before Bobby could do the same to him.